The following guide is presented to you by Buttwater. Buttwater. Taste the chunks. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sunn Bros guide video. Today we are going to be cheesing the Abyss Watchers. And this one is not going to require a whole lot of effort on our part once we get it going. We're just going to kind of sit down. So that's easy, right? Step one, you're going to want to start at the Farron Keep Perimeter Bonfire. And when you run out the door, make sure that you've got both of the Dark Wraiths headed up towards the boss fog. Sometimes when you step out, only one of them wants to start moving. So if you need to, kind of step over towards them a little bit, but stay hidden so they don't see you. Just make sure they're both headed up towards the boss fog. And then next step is you're going to take care of as many of these Gru enemies as you can, because you want to leave the Dark Wraiths with as much remaining HP as you can possibly get them to have. You don't necessarily need both of them to make it up there, I guess, but man, does it help a lot, because this cheese is kind of iffy because it's dependent largely on enemy AI. So once they're both as far up the stairs as they're going to go and they stop walking, that's where you need them to be. And this spot right here is a good spot, or if you want to run down and come up the actual pathway, you can lead them both that way, but you want to aggro them both, and you want to wait until they're both up inside the door here, and then step through the fog. And what that's going to do is, if they start trying to back away, they're going to get caught on the inside angles of that door. And so what you need to do then is you need to get Mr. Abyss Watcher there to target those Dark Wraiths, because in their AI, they're actually technically set, I guess, as two different teams, as it were. So if you can lead him over towards that boss fog and dodge away from him, especially when he's got like a sliding forward attack that you can roll and get on the back side of him, and he's going to be closer to the Dark Wraiths whenever he pops up, there's a good chance that he will target them instead. And once you get one of them on there, all you need to do after that is just hide in one of those front corners, and whenever the next ones pop up, they won't even target you. They'll go straight for the Dark Wraiths in the case of the first one, or in the one that attacks the other two, he'll go straight for one of the other Abyss Watchers. And so then literally all you have to do is sit back here and wait. If you're back too far, then whenever one of them dies, they won't resurrect, and so you need the one who attacks the other Abyss Watchers to keep resurrecting for this to work, because that's where all the damage to them comes from. But if you sit, there's always a bunch of messages, like right there. If you sit right by one of those messages, you'll be close enough that he'll resurrect and he can attack the other ones, but far enough back that they won't come for you whenever they wake up. And so then once phase 2 starts, you just hang back and wait, and periodically one of the Dark Wraiths will be able to hit him, usually after one of his attacks or something. And so this is where it gets kind of iffy, just because them actually hitting each other is just kind of a coin toss. And so I hit a point in this one where they just weren't really targeting each other anymore. I try a couple things here to maybe aggravate them into attacking each other, and it doesn't work. But I mean, look at that. Instead of having to do the entire Abyss Watchers fight, I only had to take down a third of his health bar. Like, cool. That sounds way easier to me. That sounds literally 2/3 easier than the actual boss fight. That's it. Super simple, right? Thanks for watching as always. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter as well. You can pretty well always find us at Sunn Brothers. We're trying to get a Patreon and a Discord up and running as well. And we do want to go ahead and give a shout out. We actually just hit 500 subscribers not too long ago. And that is awesome. That is awesome for us. We're just a little channel who we started doing this stuff for fun. And the idea that we could ever reach 500 subs is super cool to us. I mean, I know it's nothing in the YouTube world, but to us, that feels awesome. So thank you for your continued support, and we can't wait to keep bringing you guys quality content in the future.